COVID 19 substantially disrupted cancer clinical trials, but those trials bounced back and exceeded pre pandemic levels, according to research out of Dana Farber Cancer Institute and Mount Sinai Medical School.
There was a significant decrease in the early pandemic, talking from March 2020 to June 2020, in the accrual of new patients to clinical trials and the number of new trials being activated.
The research was published in the cancer journal Annals of Oncology. It shows a 46% decrease in new patient accruals and a 24% decrease in newly activated trials when compared to the immediate pre-pandemic period. However, the impact was only temporary.
And this was followed gradually by a pattern of progressive recovery and going back to normal numbers and even slightly higher than those that were seen before the pandemic.
On a deeper dive, researchers discovered a concerning pattern.
Unfortunately, there are disparities that are unfortunately along racial lines or sociodemographic lines.
Researchers say figuring out why requires more investigation, saying patients were taken off trial for a variety of reasons, including disease progression, toxicity, or patient refusal to remain on the trial. But they also say they're finding that non-white patients were more likely to be taken off trials during the height of the pandemic, parallels some previous findings that found non-white patients were more likely to experience disruptions in cancer care.
There is a need to ensure equitable access to cancer care and oncological and clinical trials across the patient population.
Researchers say one of the most important findings of the study is the illustration that the healthcare system quickly adapted to make sure clinical trials that potentially can provide life-saving treatment remained an option for patients and were not impacted in the same way during subsequent waves of the pandemic.
So I think the message to patients should be come back and seek care because at this point, their patients should not be delaying their care anymore due to COVID.